Start recording. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, so it's not going to open it. Big way. That's fine. Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to UPSC Cube. So this is my first video. So today we are going to study about history. We will start from class 6. Today we will discuss class 6 chapter 1. This chapter names what, where, how and where. So this is the basic building blocks of history. If you are preparing for UPSC, if you are preparing for any government exam in which you are asked about history, so NCERT is the best books to study. Yeah, let's start. So first we have a question in our mind कि how can we know about history which happened many years ago. So same question in mind of a small girl. So she asked, could anyone know what happened many years ago? So yeah, we can know what happened many years ago. So how we can know about these things? So yeah, there is a section of a study which called archaeology. In archaeology, we study about like remaining remaining remains of buildings, remains of jewelry, which which is found after excavation, and based on that study, we can know the age of that pottery, jewelry, stone walls, etc. So yeah, let's start in book. Sorry. So yeah. So first you have to know what you will learn in this chapter. In this chapter we will learn 4 points. First one is what can we know about the past. Second one is how can we know about the past. And third one is where did people live. And fourth one, significance of date. Means right now we are living in 21st century. So who gave, what the basis of the date. So today we can tell कि we are living in 2021. So where starts zeroth year, like 0, 1, 2. So we came at 2021 years. So yeah, we will see into it. Okay, let's start point first. So point first is what can we know about the past. So first thing we know about the past is eating habit. So what those people eating habits, what they were eating, what their clothes, what's their clothing styles, what their dressing sense, were they wearing clothes, yeah, were they using plants leaves, yeah, different things. Yeah, we will see into it. So third one is which type of house they are living, and third one is living occupation. सो वो क्या करते थे उस टाइम पे, उनका क्या ऑक्यूपेशन था, क्या वो फार्मर थे, क्या वो हर्डर थे, क्या वो रूलर थे, क्या वो म्यूजिशियन थे, क्या वो साइंटिस्ट थे, या गैदरर थे, या तो जो उस टाइम पे जो लोग थे, लाइक प्री हिस्ट्री में जो लोग थे, जब हमारा ग्रोन अप, जब हमारा ओरिजिन था ह्यूमैनिटी का, तो उस टाइम पे लोग मोस्टली जो थे गैदरर थे और हर्डर थे और फार्मर थे. सो या, this is the living occupation. And second thing is we will know about how can we know about the past. So how can anyone know about the past? Yeah, so for knowing about the past, we have three things. First thing is manuscript, and second thing is inscription, and third point is archaeology. So we see point by point. What is mini manuscript? So menu means hand. Scripts means write anything you can call script. So we can know about the script of Bollywood movies. Yeah. So written thing is called a script. So in those days, people used to write on palm leaves and birch. Birch is like bark of a tree by hand. What topic, what topic they choose to write on. So they write on religious beliefs, science, epics, poems, plays, etc. What language they used? They used Sanskrit usually, Prakrit and Tamil. Prakrit is a locally used language. Prakrit used by ordinary people. And second point is inscription. What is inscription? What is the difference between manuscript and inscription? So as you know, manuscript is a script written on palm leaves, written on birch. So these things can be destroyed after long time. So they think about how can preserve written things. So they used to write on hard surfaces like a stone and metal. So these scripts are called inscription. So it can be preserved many years long. So they write, what they write? They write about king's order, king's victory, etc. Yeah. A third point is archaeology. So archaeology is a study in which we study about past. So how can we study about past? So first we dig the earth. This is called excavate, and we found stones, bone of birds, animals, clay, remaining buildings, bricks, painting, weapons, pots, ornament, and we study those things, and we can know about the civilization, we can know about the lifestyle about those days. This is called archaeology. Where they live, what's their living places? So they live on the bank of Narmada because we need water to drink, we need water to live. So they think to live bank of any river is beneficial to them to carry water. So they live bank of Narmada. They live as a gatherer. Their occupation was gatherers. And second point is Suleiman and Kirtar Hills. So first of all, they lived on bank of Narmada, and Suleiman and Kirtar Hills, people live on these places also, Suleiman and Kirtar Hills. So on Suleiman and Kirtar Hills, they were trying to grow crops like wheat and barley. This is happened 8,000 years ago. Second point, they live also in Indus and its tributaries. So Indus is a river. What is tributary? Tributary is a part of that river. Means a small river of a big means a part of a big river is called tributary. Means their sons. So 4,700 years ago, cities flourished on the Indus and its tributaries, on these banks of river. And fourth living place is Ganga and its tributaries, means Ganga and its sons. So on bank of Ganga, 25 years ago, cities developed. Point here. On the river, on the bank of Indus river and its tributary, cities flourished. City were not developed yet. So 25 years ago, cities were developed. So fifth point is Garo Hills and Vindhyas. So on this place, agricultural developed. They knew about agriculture. They knew about how to grow crops. This is very important thing, though this is important for exam. So rice was first grown to the north of Vindhyas. So, point to be noted here, rice was not grown in on the Vindhyas, north of Vindhyas. So we are not sure what the place is called. We can say only north of Vindhyas. The second point is area south of Ganga is called Magad. So I'm from Bihar, so I am very familiar with Magad. There is also a train which called Magad in our native place. So area south of Ganga is called Magad, and its ruler were very powerful and set up a larger kingdom. So this is also important. You have to remember these 2 points. Region for moving place to place. So now we will see about what the region behind they move one place to other place. So first point is like natural disaster. So there can be a natural disaster like flood and drought. So they don't have anything to eat, they don't have place to sleep, so they have to move on other place. Second one is livelihood. So we know about the some fruits are grown up in some special season, so they were searching for seasonal fruits and they were searching from roots. So for these fruits they have to move. Third one is religious beliefs. Religious beliefs is like there were like some they, there is a temple, there is a Hindu temple, so if they are following some special kind of religion and they have to go to follow these things, if they have to meet their relatives, meet their family, they have to move. Now we will on third page. So if you want to this PDF, you can go into my description and download it, and you can make on your notes. Yeah, you download, and if you want to revision it, you can open and read it. So now we will see about how this country is called Bharat, India. So who gave name this land India and Bharat? So we know about our country has two names. First one is India and second one is Bharat. Sorry. So India comes from Indus. It is called Sindhu in Sanskrit. So Iranian and Greeks came and they called this place name of country 25 years ago. So they were called like Hindus or Indos. So after some time the name becomes India. And if you know how my country name is Bharat, so you can see in Rig Veda there is a name mentioned Bharat. So in Rig Veda you came to know about people who lived in northwest is called Bharat. So Rig Veda is a earlier composition of Sanskrit about 35 years ago. So this is also an important point. So you can a question can be when Rig Veda is composed. So 35 years ago Rig Veda is composed. And last one is a very important thing, concept of dates. So I think you are familiar with BC, AD, BCE, CE. So what does it mean? So there is a borderline birth of crisis. This is 0. Birth of crisis year is 0. So before the birth of crisis is called BC, before Christ. Birth of Christ, Jesus Christ means Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry, I told yes, crisis. So birth of Jesus Christ is 0, and before the birth of Jesus Christ is called before Christ, before Common Era. After the birth of crisis is called AD, या Common Era. So if you are written 2000 BC means 2000 years ago, bef- before the before of Jesus Christ. Like if you write 2000, 2000 means 2000 years after the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. Who is the founder of Christianity? Jesus Christ is the founder of Christianity. I hope you can understand. So if you have any doubt, please comment below. Yeah, if you have any feedback, please comment below and give feedback so I can improve my videos content and the way of delivering. Yeah, thank you, and please subscribe, like, comment and share. This is my first video. If I have made any mistake, please forgive me and give me feedback to improve my video quality and video content. Thank you everyone.